And that's not to say that you shouldn't be that way or you shouldn't be looking for those things. It's just that you should probably surround yourself with like-minded people that are valuing the same things, and they're going to value you more and your efforts and your input, etc. What is going on? How is everybody doing today? Happy Monday. Welcome to the Risen Fallen podcast. I am your host, Mark Henriksen. If you're brand new to this show, then what you can expect is open and authentic conversations about things like mental health, self-development, and how to get your life moving in the right direction. If you're not feeling good about where you are right now, at least having the confidence knowing that you are moving one step closer every single day. And if you're not new to this show, thank you very much for coming back, supporting the cause, supporting the journey, and supporting the movement. And so, on that note, it is a beautiful day in June. We are 6 months into this year, and so this is a good time to reflect. If you are, the type of person that sits down and writes goals and has those types of thoughts and ambitions in your life, then think about it. You're 6 months deep into this year right now. We are that's 6 out of 12. That is one half. We're halfway through this year. And I encourage you, I implore you to think about, are you 6 months, are you halfway towards the goals that you set for yourself, the intentions that you had for this year? And it's not going to be a straight yes or no answer, because if you're anything like me, you have a lot of areas in your life, you're killing it, you feel confident, you feel happy about, and then there's other areas in your life you feel like you are dragging ass and you need to apply a little bit more pressure on that gas pedal. And so not to call anybody out, not to make you feel guilt or shame or anything like that, but hey, you're halfway through this year. And so really think about, are you halfway towards getting to the goals and aspirations that you set for yourself, or do you need a little bit of a reality check? And again, not trying to make people feel any negative ways about this. I am simply just trying to say, hey, we've been driving for a while now. Are we really heading towards the place that we want to go, or are we veering a little off course? And so that is actually not what I wanted to chat about today. I just thought I'd just bring that up because it is June and it was on my mind, and so now it's on yours. And so what I actually wanted to talk about today was inspired me. It was given to me as inspiration via DM on Instagram. And so if you guys have any messages, you want to share any stories or anything like that, please reach out to me on Instagram. It's at Risen Fallen, and you can shoot me a follow, shoot me a message, whatever, comment and interact there. But this episode is actually inspired by a DM that I got, kind of telling a story. And we so shout outs to him. I don't know if you want to be shouted out or anything like that, but we'll keep it anonymous for now, and then maybe, I don't know. But who knows? Shoot me a DM, and you could inspire the next episode of the Risen Fallen podcast. And so, without further ado, let's jump into it. So, I'm going to give a couple different examples. I'm not going to exactly tell the exact scenario that was given to me via DM, but I'm going to give a couple scenarios, and we'll kind of chat about those scenarios and see what you guys think, see how you guys feel. And so, I'm a carpenter, and so I'm going to use that as my first example. But let's say you're in a situation where you want to learn a skill, you want to learn something, you want to go to a class, you want to get something out of it. So whether that be a yoga class, a spin class, a painting class, a jiu-jitsu class, a boxing class, whatever it is, we're going to use the example of carpentry today. So say you want to be a carpenter and you want to learn that skill. And so you find your local carpentry school, say it's Mark's Construction School for Carpentry, and you sign up, and it turns out you're learning the things you want to learn, maybe, hopefully, perhaps. School's going great. You're going there, you go after work, you're putting in your long days at work, and then you're going to night classes or whatever. And this is more than just a hobby for you. You're obviously paying money for it, so you're pretty serious about it. You're like, hey, I'm taking time out of my day. I'm taking money out of my wallet. I want to learn this thing and I'm learning it. It's great. Say you're in that situation. And then you encounter maybe a person or a group of people that you don't like. You don't, call them haters, call them whatever, but they just like, they're in a different fucking world than you are. They talk about different things. They like different things. They talk in different ways. They're really cliquey. They're really weird. And you just don't really fit in with the crowd. You don't really catch the vibe or they don't pass your vibe check or whatever fucking thing the kids are saying nowadays. And I like that I'm getting to the age now where, I don't know what age it is, but I think I'm about to turn 30, and I think when you turn 30, you get the privilege of saying kids these days. I'm hoping that that's the situation, but so say you interact, you get your classes, you get your results, you're paying your money, you're happy, you're going there, but you interact with these people that for whatever reason you just don't get along with. And so you really have to ask yourself in this specific situation, whatever it could be, the very first thing is like, is it stopping me from getting what I want? Am I here to make friends? Am I here to be social? Or am I here to just shut the fuck up and learn my thing, learn my skill? It's a temporary thing. I'll get over it soon. Like they're not going to be here in 12 weeks when my course is done or whatever. Like a lot of the times we're going to have to interact with people, or maybe at work or whatever it is. Like you're going to have to interact with people that you don't get along with, you don't like, they rub you the wrong way, they leave you feeling pissed off, they gossip about you, whatever it is. And you're just going to have to grin and bear it. You're like, fuck it. It's temporary. It is what it is. And really just ask yourself, like, am I still getting out of this experience what I want to get out of it? And if that's the case, a lot of the times, like I've been in jobs where I'm like, dude, this is temporary. I don't give a fuck. Like fuck this guy. I don't care. And like if I don't get along with this group of people, like, dude, I don't really want to. I used to run with crowds like this, and I actively tried to get away from them. So like, I don't care. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. I want to do my thing. And there's that side of it. And so there's the idea of like, okay, I'm just going to fuck them. Like, I don't care. I'm going to ignore these haters. I'm going to ignore these people. I'm going to do what I need to do, etc. But you might be in this situation where you're like, actually, no, this is a hobby. So say it's like a jiu-jitsu school or a boxing school or something like that. And you're like, no, I pay to do these classes, but like, I'm not going to get a level where I just stop. Like, this is an ongoing thing. It's not just like a professional environment where I come in, get my money, pay my money, do my thing, do some physio and get out. Like I get my results and I'm good. Maybe it is an actual hobby for you, and you do want to have a crowd around you that, you gel with, you vibe with. A lot of the times this does come into play with hobbies, or say you go to a gym, or say you go to, I don't know, you play Pokemon cards and you want to go to a tournament at this place, and the place that hosts it, like you just don't get along with the people. And it's like, at the end of the day, you're doing it for fun. And if you're doing something for fun and you're not having fun, what the fuck are you doing it for? Especially if you're paying money to do it. Especially if you're taking, unless you have like all the time in the world, time is probably a pretty valuable asset to you, or a very, valuable commodity, or however you classify time. But it's like, you only have so much time, you only have so much money. And so if you are looking, if you're, hey, I'm going to this place and I want to go and do yoga classes, or I want to go and do boxing classes, but I'm just not vibing with the people there. And, you really have to think about it. Is it like a scarcity thing, or is there an abundance of these places? Like, is there only one school that you can learn it at? And if so, like, if you really want to learn it, you'll probably have to fucking get around, interacting with people that you don't enjoy and don't like to be around, or you don't consider them friends or even prospects for friends. Or is there an abundance of schools? Is there a place like, oh, I could go to this other yoga studio right around the corner. I could go to this other boxing class right around the corner and like make new friends. And hey, like these people don't take yoga as seriously as the other guys. And so I kind of find that a little bit more relaxing, and that's my kind of crowd. Or maybe you're in a place where you're like, hey, these guys don't take it seriously enough. Like I'm carving out an hour of my day. Like I don't want to, spend 25 minutes of it talking about politics or talking about news. Like I just want to do the yoga. I just want like shut the fuck up. And like you really, so I guess the long and short of it, the what I'm trying to say is like, and I am somebody that's pretty selective, I'd like to think, with who I spend my time with and what I spend my time doing. I'm, really not that hesitant to just say, no, I'm not interested in doing that, or I don't fucking hang out with people that do those things, or, and, and so for me, like, I've always felt like if you're going to voluntarily spend your time, like you're choosing to spend your time and money to do something that you enjoy and you're not enjoying it, then what the fuck are you doing there? What are you really doing? Find somewhere that you are accepted. Find somewhere that is filled with people that you like. And yeah, there's going to be one oddball or two oddballs that you're like, fuck, I'll just deal with this guy. Whatever. Like, I can tell him to fucking leave me alone, or just, have a conversation with the owner of the business or whatever it is. But like, go somewhere and find somewhere where you're actually valued and that you value the people around you. Like, again, it could be an intensity of, these people take it very seriously and I don't. I'm more of a hobbyist. I just want to chill. Or it could be a thing of like, hey, these guys are a little too lackadaisical and I want to be fucking serious about this. And, it's something I'm actually trying to pursue and get better at. And it's not just a social club for me. Like, I'm actually trying to learn something. And I'm actually trying to get better at something. And so those are the kind of situations that you're in. And then the only other thing that I feel like is maybe a little bit nuanced, or a little bit that throws a little monkey wrench in it, is how necessary is it for you? And that's something you're going to have to seriously ask yourself. Like, if it's a job and you have a bunch of coworkers that you don't like, but you really, you've been working this job for 5 years, like, okay, how serious are you about this job? Is it something that you need to do? Or can you, like, you don't have to quit your job today and be like, fuck it, I'm not surrounding myself with people like this. I don't need a boss like this. I don't need coworkers like this or a manager like this. You don't have to just quit your job today. Like, just try and make that job a little bit more pleasurable while you work to find a different option. Maybe that means you're going to have to take a pay cut or for a temporary amount of time, or maybe that means you're going to have to make other sacrifices in your life. But you have to ask yourself, like, how serious it is for you. Like, how, can you tune these people out and make your money, or is it deeply impacting you to a level where you're like, dude, I can't fucking handle being around these people? And if that's the case, you got to take initiative. You got to fucking understand that, we do live. If you live in a big city, like I live in Vancouver here, and say like you go to a yoga class and you're like, you have these types of situations, it's like, well, I could just fucking literally tomorrow go to a different yoga studio and meet new people. And if they're cooler, I'm going to go there. Like, that's the beauty of a free market. And as long as we have that, like, that's kind of the key for it. Not to get too political, but, so yeah, you're going to have these situations where, you have to interact with people that you disagree with or dislike or whatever it is. And you have to really ask yourself, like, do I need to be here? Like, should I really be spending my time and my money to be in a place where I'm not even enjoying myself or having fun or learning the skills that I want to learn? Or should I pack up and go and take my money elsewhere? Like, that doesn't mean just quit the sport altogether. Doesn't mean quit the hobby altogether or anything like that. It's just simply going to where you are valued. And there's that, like, funny story. I don't know if it's like, I can't remember what the story is exactly, but I'll try and do it justice just by giving it this little hypothetical or metaphor where it's like this, this dad goes to his son and he hands him the keys to his car. He says, here's your first car or whatever. It's one of my old ones. I want you to go and drive it to the pawn shop and ask them how much money they'll give you for it. And the son goes and drives the car to the pawn shop, and the pawn shop owner says, I'll give you like $3,000 for it. And then he goes, okay, now take it to this dealership and then see what they'll give you for like the trade-in value if you were going to buy a new car. And so the guy goes and he takes it to the dealership. He's like, yeah, you're in the right spot. We buy cars and give you trade-in value for it. We'll give you about like $5,000 or $8,000 or whatever for your car. And so he goes, okay, so pawn shop said 3. This place said 4 or 8 or whatever. Yeah. And so he goes, okay, now I want you to go to this collector and ask him what he'll give you for it. And so he goes to the collector, and the collector's blown away. He's like, dude, I don't think you know what you have right here. Like, this thing is a vintage. Yeah, it's got a little bit of rust on it. It's missing a little paint. It's got whatever. But like, dude, this thing is a collector. I'm I'm prepared to give you like $80,000 for this thing. And the son's just like, whoa, what the fuck? And it's like, well, the value of the thing didn't change, right? Like the actual, or I guess a better way to say it is like the actual item itself, the actual thing itself never changes shape or form or anything like that. It's just about who you're asking the value to. And so I guess the beautiful metaphor that's hiding beneath that story is like, dude, sometimes you're going to be in situations where people just aren't valuing you. And like, dude, if you're not getting what you're wanting, you should go to where people value those things. So if you have what you like, think about what you have to offer. If you have that kind of vibe where you're like, hey, I just want to make tough times easy and just laugh and smile and have some fun and go and be a hobbyist, like people might not value you if they're trying to train for a competition or for some serious career advancements. Like you guys are just looking for different things. And so what you value and what they value are completely different, and they're not going to value being around you. That's just the cut and dry version of it, like black and white. It is what it is. And the same goes the opposite way as well. As if you're a very intense guy and you're always like dialed in, you're like, yo, I'm here to fucking train and learn and do this thing and get better. And you're surrounded by a bunch of people that are like, yo, we're trying to have a fucking chill ass time right now. Then they're going to value having you around a little bit less, and that's not to say that you shouldn't be that way or you shouldn't be looking for those things. It's just that you should probably surround yourself with like-minded people that are valuing the same things, and they're going to value you more and your efforts and your input, etc. And so on that note, I think that's a beautiful place to wrap it up. Think about what you're looking for and what your values are, and then go to where those are valuable. I think that's a great place to end it. So on that note, like I said, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. It's @RisenFallen. Go to every platform you can think of that this is going to be on, because it will be on it. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, etc. Like, comment, subscribe, leave a 5-star review, write a little comment, say you like the show or you think I'm an idiot, whatever. And I'll see you guys next Monday. Much love. Peace out. Bye.